But we'll see how they choose to play this game. Okay, it looks like Kux has the default camera glitch and Kronovi does not, so we will probably be watching most of this game from Kronovi's perspective, just so we get a nicer looking camera. The default camera, of course, not giving the most information because of the small FOV and zoomed in state. Kronovi's FOV will give us a far better view of the pitch. Look how defensive, or look how slow Kux likes to play his attack. He's just waiting for Kronovi to come forward and make a bad 50-50 or a bad challenge. Or even just, you know, come a little bit too far off his line and then Kux can throw the ball over him. That's Kux's attack plan so far. Kux is actually very difficult to score on. I'm impressed that Kronovi was able to put 5 past him. Although, of course, if you do get 1 goal past your opponent in ones, you have the control of the game, as it were, because oh, that was nearly a lucky goal by Kro. Kux not getting the best save, hitting it straight towards him. But I was going to say that whoever gets the first goal in ones can make a big difference. Because now, of course, Kronovi has to score to have any chance of winning the game. Kux does not technically have to score. And that means you can just play extremely defensive and try to wait for Kronovi's mistakes. Speaking of which, that was definitely a mistake by Kro. Rotating too far into the net, was not able to angle himself to go for that rebound. Unfortunately for Kuxir, he missed the rebound very badly. He just hit the ball straight at Kronovi. So good kickoffs by both players, getting solid contacts in the middle of the ball. Kronovi dribbling the ball back to his own boost to collect that boost pad. And we're seeing, you know, both these players extremely capable in the net. Extremely capable in the net. Kuxir with the ball and the boost. He's actually, by touching it across the field here, he gave Kronovi a chance to get the left-hand side boost. I could totally see a better play for this last thing that happened, being just dribbling infield immediately instead of switching the play from right to left. But as it happened, you know, Kux was able to get a great ground shot, and that gives him the 1-goal lead once more. By shooting that ground shot that we just saw Kux score with, by shooting it at the near post, he makes it very difficult for Kronovi to clear the ball. Very difficult for Kronovi to clear the ball. And again, we're seeing Kronovi maybe expecting that ball to be on target. I've got a feeling that he thought that ball might be going post and in, and he was trying to catch up with it. But that was not the case. The ball was not going on target. Marky on form would stomp both of these guys. I'm not sure if stomp is the right word. I could see either of these guys taking a game off Marky. So I'm not sure if stomp is the right word. Marky, of course, the best 1v1 player in the world at the moment. Fairly unanimous that he's the best at 1v1. So he can get 1 or 2 games where he just destroys people. Kronovi not getting the best throw there, only throwing it into the center of the goal instead of the top left-hand corner, where Kux was mispositioned to defend. Look how defensive Kux is though. He's just waiting for Kronovi to come in, but he actually waits so long that this boost has reappeared. Kronovi, will he do a half flip? He's actually opted not to half flip here, facing the ball instead. And he's got low-ish boost, but he's got enough to make this aggressive move forward. Kux is so defensive though. Look at the patience from Kux. He doesn't need a goal. He just realizes this and he's just waiting for Kronovi to come forward. And the mind games now. Kuxir pretending to be starting an air dribble with these little jumps. He's faking an air dribble with each of them. Of course, if he does that too often, Kronovi will be able to get a read on that and maybe, you know, just attack Kux with full knowledge that he is actually faking. Not a good hit by Kronovi though. Not a good hit right here. Just sort of setting the ball up to Kux. I don't think Kronovi is going to be able to score that aerial. It was a really tight angle. A really tight angle from there. So it would have been very difficult to score that aerial. Kux actually getting launched up in the air from that kickoff, quite a rare thing. If both players just front flip extremely quickly, that doesn't usually happen, because the way that the kickoff usually works is if the ball is here and you jump to, or here we go, if the ball is here and you kind of, you know, you come in with your car and you jump above the middle of the ball before flipping, you bounce off the top of the ball and go up the way. But if you kind of you know, do your first jump and then flip and hit the bottom side of the ball, your car, like, it'll stay lower. So you want to do your flip as fast as possible. Double tap that X button so that you don't hit the top of the ball, because if you do, you're just going to bounce off it and go into the air. Kuxir's defensive style really giving Kronovi a hard time when Kronovi has to be the aggressor. We saw the opposite of this last game. Where Kronovi had the lead and Kux was struggling to make anything happen in attack. Kronovi really can't be doing this. He needs to attack the ball. He's 4 goals down. He needs to attack. Kuxir's just going to sit here and wait for a favourable 50-50. He doesn't need any more goals. He's just going to play this smart. Kuxir obviously a very intelligent player. He's really grounded his playstyle very well, has Kuxir. He used to be all about those off-the-wall freestyles, but look at this. This is just completely grounded play by Kux. Going for another fake air dribble into a double touch in the top corner. But it looks like this is a done deal. Kuxir is going to tie up the series 1-1 now, because Kronovi not able to break down this defense Kux has set up in game 2. In the previous game we saw Kronovi really making the most of kickoff situations. He was getting a lot of goals from kickoffs. The delayed flip from Kuro on the air roll shot, not enough to get power on the ball. And look at the power that Kux is able to get on these shots even without flipping. That really shows you that you don't need to flip into every shot. You can launch the ball by just, you know, cutting into it from an angle. And this is a very nice flip by Kux. Look at that position that he hits the ball with. Just getting that perfect touch to put the ball to the left. I don't remember. I think the score that we had last time was 5-2 in Kronovi's favour, so Kux able to get a slightly better scoreline. He's going to go for the Brazil at the end here. Kronovi can't keep it out. Kux with the Brazil. Kronovi, you could see, was definitely trying to keep this Brazil from happening. But Kux just ripping a shot into the top corner. Kronovi not able to get that save. So Kronovi and Kux 1-1 in games now. Tying it up is Kuxir. And we'll see what kind of celebration he's got. Okay. Oh, that was pretty good. Some breakdancing from Kuxir. Very good. And he says everybody dance. Manages to get his car up in the air as well for the pause. Always something that you want to do.